So I have been in the anime and manga community for most of my teenage to now young adult life. I have seen the community go from meme after meme after meme after meme after discourse after discourse. I've seen so many transformations with this community, and I enjoy being a part of it. Trust me, there's a lot of funny stuff, and actually I love the in-depth discussions and all these different things that come with it. But man, there is some absolute boo-boo la caca in this community. I'm telling you, not just in the community, but in general on the YouTube sphere. I recently saw a video, I don't remember the name of the creator, but basically it was saying that most anime YouTubers suck. Anime YouTubers suck, and I agree with pretty much everything he said. A lot of takes are pretty cold. People aren't really like giving out anything that doesn't go with the status quo and all these different things. People are scared to kind of be different, be themselves, because they will get jumped for it. And here's the thing is, there's being factually wrong and there's having your opinion. So if you don't like something, if you think that something's not for you, whatever, you'll get jumped. People will say you're crazy, whatever. No one cares, little bro. L plus ratio. You know the gist. But specifically, there is this wave of a couple of different things that just really irk me, and I kind of want to sit down and break that down today. Real quick pause on this video. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for you. Are you looking for something fashionable and affordable to wear anime related these days? Are you looking for an anime inspired t-shirt, a hoodie, a hat, or even like lights or anything of that nature? Well, boy, I tell you, head on over to animeexpressstore.com and oh yeah, they'll hook you up over there. I actually just copped one of these Mega Me t-shirts. This thing's actually fire. I'm actually so excited to get it. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a special announcement for y'all. Go ahead at your next checkout, hit code Daffy10 for 10% off your next purchase, man. Oh yeah, we sponsored now, so I can curse in this bitch. Yeah! Remember, Daffy10, DAFFY10 for 10% off on your next purchase, man. I think the biggest thing for me is this wave of quote unquote hood anime videos, and it was cute at first, right? Now, obviously, SJE-Japan, GOAT, right? Love his videos. He's hilarious. His editing style is funny. But there are so many people that have diluted the raw essentials of his formula, and they just completely bastardize his style of videos. Like, I'm so tired of these like quote unquote hood Baki videos, or Sukuna quote unquote standing on business. I believe someone said that on one of my community posts. People talk about standing on business, and they use all these buzzwords that a lot of these young TikTok kids they heard from black folks use, and so they were like, oh man, oh this is cool, this is hip, because black people will always be the popular hip culture, even though by society we're not really looked at as the peak, which is crazy. That's a totally different video for another time. I'll probably grab Yume for that, but yeah. And so when I see these videos, man, I already know what the plot's gonna be. I already know that it's not gonna. This isn't a commentary video. This is a comedy video, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to make people laugh and all that, that's perfectly fine. But a commentary, that's not commentary. Commentary is when you sit down, you give your thoughts, you spitball ideas, you try to offer a new perspective. This isn't that, right? This isn't what you're branding yourself as. And a lot of these videos are just unfunny, dude. Like, a lot of these videos is just niggas just yelling in the fucking mic and doing whatever, it's just like trying to make jokes, but like, I've already heard these jokes by 7 other people 7 different times. This video is going to have the same exact style, same exact format, same exact sound effects, same exact thumbnail. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Really cannot stand these types of videos. Anime reactions. Listen. If I had the ability to, and y'all know, I dabbled in it for like two times, and I stopped doing it. If I had the ability to, if I just would do anime reactions and garner thousands upon thousands upon thousands of views with little effort, I would. Well, I used to for a second, kind of. If you don't know what I'm referring to, I reacted to 2 episodes of JoJo's Part 6, and then I stopped because I was like, this is starting to feel like work, and also this is really starting to, this isn't high effort anything, so I'm gonna stop. But I see these people who, I'm gonna be honest with you, some of these like anime reactors are fucking stupid, okay? Like, I know a lot of the general populace isn't like this, but some of these people, I swear to God, watch this shit with their eyes closed. And some of that is, them trying to make an entertaining or hamper reaction and go, whoa! Like, I get it. But the things some of these people say, and I'm not gonna get specific, and I'm not gonna have anyone hate watch anything, but some of these people I think they like in real time lose the ridges on their brains. And it's just it's ridiculous. And it's such lowbrow content to where they get surprised when they try to do a project of their own. People don't care about them as a person. They only care about their reaction to their favorite anime. Dude, like, you'll see these people and they'll react to the newest One Piece, the newest JJK, newest Demon Slayer video. It'll get 200K, 300K, whatever. And then they try to like do like a personal vlog or a personal whatever, and it only gets to like 2 to 3, 4K. It's a funny dynamic. Now, obviously, people will have their niches to which they find you, but it's very obvious that these people do not care. They just want to see someone react to a video or react to their favorite part in a video for like 10 seconds to move on. That's very clearly what's happening. Anime reactors, man, just such lowbrow content, just such low effort content, man. You're not creating anything, and this is a pretty cold take as well. I mean, people have been saying this for years, and here's the thing: I have some reactors I like. I like the guys at Blind Wave. I like the guys at your boy Roshi. I think they're funny, but like, if we sit here and we try to say that they're putting a maximum amount of effort into these things, like a lot of other content creators, I could name you 20 other content creators that are working their asses off instead of just, sitting down and watching something. Come on, let's be real. Come on. There's actually this wave that's coming back, and I actually kind of like it. It's this wave of clickbait thumbnails, and it's just the most wild shit. It's not even like, oh, Vegeta got Super Saiyan 4 or, Super Saiyan 5 or whatever like that, because we see that kind of stuff as kids, right? Goku going Super Saiyan 20 and you're seeing the crazy fan arts. No, man, there's this new wave of just outlandish, wildish shit, and usually it revolves around Dragon Ball. I don't know why, but there's like tons of videos of like, oh, Goku impregnates the Grand Priest's niece and has achieved true Ultra Instinct times 2. It's crazy. It's such. I don't have a word for it, dude. I actually like it. I like it. This doesn't bother me as much, man, but it's funny. It's funny. See, that isn't really like disruptive or anything like that. I think it's just goofy. It's just silly. I mean, hey man, get your views how you get your views. It don't really matter to me. So actually, I went on my community tab about a week or so ago, and I asked some of my subscribers what are things that they hate or strongly dislike the anime channels do, and I should read off a couple that I actually agree with. Zuma Boy 757, the ones who read leaks instead of actually talking about the leaks and explaining them, they just talk about how insane this chapter is and how they predicted something like that was going to happen. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is leak nights it's peak reactionary content, man, and people are just kind of scared to theorize because a lot of people are scared to be wrong, man. I made that one theory video a while ago and a lot of that was completely wrong. I thought that Sukuna was gonna bust out that giant skeleton thing that could have been a culmination of the 10 shadows technique. That was completely wrong on that, and that's perfectly fine. People are scared to be wrong, so a lot of people are scared to theorize and all these different things. But yeah, a lot of leaks, you'll just see people read off the leaks and then that's it. They're not giving their own perspective, they're not giving their thoughts. It really sucks. One Love PH, this is a very nuanced thing, but I found that a lot of explain type anime channels that explain techniques or events in manga do this thing where they bait comments by intentionally adding 1 or 2 objectively wrong facts of whatever topic they're explaining. You'll generally see the comment section filled with people trying to correct the YouTuber. It's normally over a stupid statement like Gohan is Goku's brother. Yeah, so I think I saw something similar to this. I remember when the Dragon Ball collab was happening in Fortnite, there was a lot of people pronouncing the Kamehameha wrong. They're saying like Kamiya or whatever they were saying, and it was to bait views. At first I thought it was real, but then I was like, wait a minute, there's no way you don't know what the Kamehameha is, like in modern society, especially as a person under the age of 40. Like there's absolutely no way. But yeah, I agree. Just the bait culture has just gotten so ugh. Taijutsu Obi, this might be more of an anime community thing, but I think the fraud agenda goes too far. Before calling a character a fraud, let the author cook and let the story play out before coming to that conclusion. Yeah, I agree. A lot of people are, and this is more so in the shonen sphere rather than anything else, but everybody is in such a rush to have a character perform a feat than rather let the author tell the story that they want to tell, right? Because people were saying Sukuna was washed, Sukuna was, terrible and all these different things. And when he won that fight, people were crazy because number one, Gojo died. And number two, they felt like it was an ass pull, which it really wasn't. He was just explaining what he was able to do. And not even just in JJK, but just in general. Like, there's a tweet I saw recently, and they were talking about how if Dragon Ball Z specifically was to be serialized today, the fraud agenda for Vegeta and Goku more specifically in the Cell games, would go absolutely crazy. The moment Goku told Cell, I give up, and here's a sensu bean so you can fight my son, oh my god, bro, I would pay so much money to go back in time and read people's reaction to that. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Stupid Monkey 089, I hate the constant power level battles between characters across completely different series. Maybe I'm older and I don't care about this anymore, but the comparisons are always dumb. Why would I care about how character A from a series with a different power system, power ceiling scale would fare in another one? Why would anyone care? I see what he's saying here. It's fun. Power scaling's fun, right? I know you made memes on me. He's like, "Oh, you're a power scaler. You know you're a power scaler." I do. You know, I kind of power scale, right? It's fun to think about things like I think I even posted this a while ago on the power scaling subreddit, but like Samurai Jack versus Daredevil, stuff like that. That's fun. That's cool, right? It's interesting. But when people start taking it way too far, and then they start getting really personal with their attacks on people and trying to insult other people's intelligence, then it starts being fun, right? And then we start like shitting on another series and start, you know, trying to say that they're trying to rep your own set as much as humanly possible. It gets really annoying. It gets really bothersome. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ooh, the Ghost 358. The you don't understand the character videos. Honestly, the people who make those videos think we are either illiterate or stupid, but that's just me. The stuff about the character have been stated in the manga, so how can you say we don't understand? I find it so stupid. Got you. So I see what you're saying here. There are certain cases that can be made regarding different characters. There are certain characters that some people don't understand them, or some people don't understand why they act a certain type of way. But yeah, I would say those videos tend to just be recaps of a character's mindset that we've known, and that if you apply 10 seconds worth of brain power to, you would just already know. And I'm not saying the overall populace is stupid, but a lot of people, especially specifically content creators, treat their audience like they're stupid. I try not to do that. I generally try not to. I try to kind of have people walk with me and kind of see my perspective. But yeah. Ultra247, shout out to Ultra, met him through Yume's Discord. All the channels doing hood reviews, Black Air Force Energy videos, yep, I talked about that at the beginning. They all do the same stuff and don't offer much in terms of the content other than saying hood lingo again and again and again and again. Number 2, anime channels that don't understand any concept of writing but make videos on shows saying X show is mid, good, or bad and never properly explain their point and resort to using buzzwords due to their lack of knowledge. For example, X show is good because of good pacing. X show is bad because the characters are relatable. Or X show is unique, hype, etc. So it is good. They act as if just saying those words prove their point when they have not made an argument as to why the claim is true. With that one specifically, I think people do provide evidence. It's just the degree to which the evidence is useful for their claim, I think. Because I like this video, like if it was just this, X show is good because good pacing, the videos would be like, you know, a minute, 3 minutes max. I disagree with that. I disagree with that point personally. Number 3, not breaking down scenes from a show you are making a video about. It is amazing that some anime channels would talk endlessly about their interpretation of a show, but would never break down a specific scene to show how it proves their point. Like sports channels know how to do this. They usually say X player is amazing, then show film to prove their point. I haven't seen that actually, so that's interesting. So I guess there's this, and y'all can comment to me if this is true or not, but is that true that there's like this wave of channels that just like they make claims and then they just don't provide any evidence or anything like that? If they're like breaking down a scene, they just don't go into depth. I mean, I could see that for maybe like a smaller channel or something like that, but interesting. Channels that use the word plot armor unironically. The word has no meaning at this point. It's gotten to the point where that word can mean someone helps a character in a fight. There's plot convenience and plot armor, and people get that confused, which is very interesting. Like Curse Tool Kamitoke, that was plot convenience, not plot armor, right? If, like, for example, if Sukuna were to get stabbed by the Executioner Sword, just to bring in, you know, recent, you know, JJK stuff. If Sukuna were to get stabbed by the Executioner Sword and then he were to live or something like that, then yes, that's plot armor. Like, for example, like I've been going through Black Lagoon recently, and there's so many scenes where the bad guys quite literally cannot shoot the main cast. People are pulling out LMGs, they're pulling out grenade launchers, they're just spraying people down. There's a scene specifically where Etta and I believe Rock and Revy are in an alley, and a guy and like a van pulls up, and they just start spraying at them, and not a single bullet hits Etta, and she's completely stuck in the middle. Like that's plot armor. That doesn't make any sense, right? Number 5, channels that say stuff is generic but don't analyze the show. Generic does not offer much value as a word, as it is based on what you have watched. If I never watched anime, seeing something for the first time, would that be generic for me? If I watched Battle Shonen all the time and finally watched other anime, that would be new to me. Many times people say generic as an easy way to write off a show without giving reasons that actually critique it. Interesting. Okay. I see that. I can see what you're saying. Generic people, when people talk about the word generic, they're usually referring to the mainstream, right? They're usually referring to the things that are bringing in the most sales currently, or, you know, what's popping on Twitter, or, you know, what's popping in Discords and all these different things. They're usually referring to like the newest stuff that's hot on the block right now. Is whenever they're referring to stuff to generic or stuff that's quote unquote iconic, right? Anime channels that literally can't read above a 5th grade level, that's me, and connects nonsense to a show to sound studied or smart. Example, exclamation points, blue like video. I actually have not watched that video, but I see all these are good points. Honestly, I really do. There's so many frustrations I have with the anime and manga community just as I'm getting older, and as I'm just looking at all these different content creators just do these things I just don't really agree with. And here's the thing, am I a perfect content creator? Absolutely not. I make mistakes all the time, right? There's people that it's almost daily now where commenting, hey, like this is incorrect, this is incorrect. But it's not like anything like a super major, but it's like small things that, you know, I forget or I miss because I'm a human being, right? But there's so many practices that I just do not like or I do not care for, man. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think, man. What are some practices that you guys don't like to see or you guys disagree with as far as, you know, the anime community and how they go about things? I'm curious, man. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. But yeah, it's my boy Daffy, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. Make sure you leave a like in the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Now make sure you take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Peace.